that work? Maybe. Okay, there we go. So I am so excited to be doing this with you guys. This is a team Zoom that I had planned for my team, and just with so much that's about to start happening within the next 90 days, I invited like Kate and the rest of our team on here because I know this is literally so much is about to happen. So if you guys don't know me, hello, my name is Cheyenne Nickerson. I'm a triple diamond promoting to Perez. So I am going to let Kate, you should be able to unmute yourself. I don't think I have that like lock on or anything, but I just want to have Kate on here for a second just so she can introduce herself because she's like our head girl in charge, I guess. I don't know if you would call it that, but just so she can share a little bit about her story and just kind of get this kicked off for us. So yeah, Kate, like I said, you should be able to unmute yourself, but yeah, go ahead.
Hey. Hey guys. If you don't know me, yeah, my name is Kate. I am your presidential upline. It still feels so stinking weird to say that, but it's about to be ambassador soon because this team is awesome, you guys. But I'm so excited to be here, and thank you, Shy, for opening this up to us because you guys, like, think about how incredible that is. You probably, like, you might not even know her, and she's allowing us to use her resources. Like, that right there is incredible to me. So thank you so much for that. But I kind of like wanted to go through a few things and like give you a little backstory on me throughout the whole thing as well. But the first thing I really wanted to say is, you guys, no dream that you have is too big. Okay. You might think, okay, yeah, I can't do that. I thought the same exact thing at first. Okay. If you have a goal, if you have a dream, if you have a plan, if you follow your plan and you put in the work, I promise you 110 times you're going to get it done. Okay, you have to do those things though, but if you do them and you commit to it, you're going to do it. My journey, I started this and I was a single mom to a 10-month-old baby. I literally was living in my parents' basement. I always feel so ashamed saying it, but like, I did nothing. I wasn't working. I was suffering with my anxiety, and depression was insane right like then, especially because I had just had my daughter months prior. And you guys, I literally I couldn't get out of bed. I was not good. And if I was getting out of bed, it was to party and do things that just weren't good for me. You know what I mean? So I always, like, throughout my whole journey too, I was a young mom. I was 20 when I was pregnant, and then 21 when I had my daughter. And like, statistically, I shouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'd probably be bartending somewhere on the nights, not getting to see my child, and like doing, the things that really was the only opportunities to me. I didn't have a college degree. I dropped out. I really had no work experience. I hadn't been working for a very long time. You guys, social media, I had 200 followers. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I go back to my post now and I'm like, who is this girl? But I'm telling you, I came from somewhere like nobody ever told me that I could dream. I didn't know that was a thing until this business. And it took me a while in the business to realize that and understand it. But I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. Like, I'm not naturally a motivated person. I typically take the easy route out of everything, and that's kind of how I navigated my whole life. But when I had my daughter, it kind of came down to, how do you want to live and how do you want her to live? And that's not enough for me. And I got to the point where I was fed up. I was fed up with myself. I was fed up with my thinking. I was just done. And I know that we deserved more. You guys, the moment I put a plan to action, the moment I started believing in myself, the moment I started growing myself, everything changed. My business boomed. I boomed. I lost weight. I gained confidence. I was just a different person. So I'm super pumped that we're sitting here and we're going to talk to you about making a plan and go through all of that and self-evaluation, because you guys, that stuff is so, so important. And I promise you, if you put these things into action, it's going to go so well for you. The reason why, you guys, goals matter so much, at least to me, like in my experience, is one, if you know where you're going, you're going to get there. If you're just like, I don't know, I'm here and I don't know what I want out of it, but I'm here, you're just always going to be here. and you're not going to have fun. You're not going to, make the moves to go anywhere with it. You have to have some sort of dream and plan. And it doesn't have to be anything huge, you guys. I'm not asking you to put on your dream board, make $100,000 a month. Like, start slow and work your way up. Your goal right now might seem so huge to you. You guys, when I sat there and I thought about Ambassador for the first time, I was like, this is massive. Like, I can't wrap my brain around how to do it. But you guys, if you break it up and you go literally step by step and you go through the motions, that big goal is going to happen as your little goals are happening. You see what I'm saying? So that's one thing I think is super important too. If you don't already have like a dream board, or I literally use it as my lock screen, it like says all of my goals. I change it every month so that I'm constantly motivated and excited for something. And if you do that, it's going to be fun again, you guys. Like, it's going to be so fun. I love crossing things off of that. And I'm like, yes, I did it. And it might just be the littlest goal. Maybe it was my steps to success that month, or maybe I completed it like 5 times. And like, that's huge for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's celebrate the little wins and plan it all out, and you're going to get there. Another thing I wanted to say too is, don't just make the plan, but commit to it. Those are 2 very different things, okay? Anybody can say, yes, today I'm going to sign a distributor. Oh, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do that today. You guys, commit to it. Make yourself do it, and it's going to pay off big time for you. If I think about it, and if there were times in my business where I was just like, I don't know where I'm going. If I just sat there, you guys, and I stopped dreaming and I stopped looking for the next thing, I don't know where we would be right now. Okay, you have to keep dreaming. So that's huge for me. If you take your business seriously for a few months, you guys, it can change drastically. And I'm like proof of that, along with many others that are on this Zoom right now. The months where like I sat there and I was confused and I wasn't pushing and I was making the excuses, you guys, it held me back so much. Even a month of just, kind of putting your business to the side, that's huge. I'm not asking you to sit on here all day and night and, like, this has to be a normal human being. And see, right? I love it. So you can, what was I saying? Oh, those moments. So I was held back and I sat there and I was like, you know what? I don't know what to do anymore. The moment I made a plan, my business changed. I'm talking thousands of dollars in a paycheck. Okay. The work you're doing right now is going to pay off in the next coming months. How do you want the coming months of your life to look like? What do you have going on that you need to prepare for? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about all of that stuff. And not only did I just explode when I did that, but you guys, my team exploded. They followed exactly what I did. They're like, well, shoot, like, what are you doing? What's blah, 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 blah. Like, they feel that from you. So if you're doing it, your team's going to do it too. And then along with that, just like, it gets you so excited for the business again. Like, every single time I do it, I find a new love in the business. I fall in love with it all over again. So just keep doing that. This is one thing I did really, really want to tell you guys. So before conference, it was about, I think like 3 weeks before, I was broke as a joke. I'm talking, I was borrowing money from my dad to pay my rent, which just shouldn't have been happening. It was my own fault. I let it happen. It was 2 weeks before, and my team had said they were going. And let me tell you, none of them were even Ruby yet. Okay. Maybe one was Ruby. I felt so just like disgusted with myself. I was like, there is no way these girls are going to go and I'm not going to go and be there with them and be there for them and like experience this with them. I sat down that night and I told myself, I was like, how much money do you need? I wrote it all out. I'm pretty sure on my desk downstairs, I still have this sticky note, how much my flight was, how much my ticket was, how I was going to sign up for Klarna and I was going to split up my payments, everything. It broke down to, I needed 8 distributors and I needed to get my fast start in 1 week for every single distributor. You guys, I don't even think it took me the full week. I had it done and I got my ass to conference. Like, It's that simple. Seeing that goal in front of your face is going to change everything for you. So the moment you do that, the moment you really start thinking like, you break it down, it's so much easier, you guys. Your big goals and your big dreams, they don't seem so far away, because they're not. They're really not. Okay. And then the last thing I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys about real quick is my plan. Obviously, you guys know we're a presidential team. This team, I feel like, deserves to be ambassador. I can't think of honestly a team that deserves it more. Like, you guys put in the work. You've been, like, so many of you have been here from the start, and people that are in now, like, it's different. You guys are you come with different energy. Things are just so amazing. Ambassador is huge, like, huge. I cannot pull that off on my own. That is a team thing. Like, that won't be my promotion. That is all of our promotions together. And I can't tell you how thankful and grateful I am for each and every one of you being with me. And I'm trying not to cry, because I don't know why I'm emotional today, because I'm not even any part of yellow. Like, I got 0 in me. But, like, you guys bring that out in me. I just hope you all know how worthy you are of every single goal you have. Even if you're brand new and you're like, well, I'm just hopped on the Zoom, I don't know who you are, lady. Like, what are you talking about? You guys, it doesn't matter. Like, you're just worthy. You might not even know what your goals are yet. You might not know where you're going, but I can tell you, if you make a plan and you follow it and you work hard for it, you're going to be going ambassador one day. And I can't wait to watch that happen for every single one of you, because it's a crazy journey. It's a hard journey, but you guys, it's so worth it, and it's so fun. So I just wanted to say I'm grateful for you guys. I love you guys so much. No dream is too big. And if we all do this together, we're going to go insane places. So thanks, Shai, for letting me talk, and I love you guys tons.
Sorry guys, computer malfunctions. So oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I'm gonna pin I don't want to look at my face. Okay. It's on speaker view. Okay, this is fine. I hope you guys, it'll like just show like my face on the recording, because I don't like it when it's all like the little boxes, but I also hate staring at myself, so it's fine. Anyway, so I am just so freaking excited. So there were some things I wanted to touch on from what Kate said, but I'm not going to repeat everything she just said or anything. So like exactly what she said, every goal is huge before you achieve it. You guys, Kate and I both started with 0 TTs, 0 customers, and 0 PV, and probably very low paychecks in the beginning. And I vividly remember looking at a Ruby chart and thinking, how in the heck am I supposed to have this done? Like, what is a qualified leg? What is an executive? Like, I was so confused. And because it's like, that's what every single goal is like. And then I remember going Ruby, and then I was like going Emerald. And I remember like, everything just was literally felt so impossible. And it was just insane, because that's how every single goal is. So even if you're brand new, I know we have a bunch of new people on the team right now, or even if you're freaking Kate or myself or Katie, and we're pushing for these huge goals, it is scary for all of us. Like, I don't want you to think that like, oh my gosh, I'm looking at this Emerald chart and I'm terrified. That's okay. Like, it is 100% okay. But that is why I wanted to do this. And this is going to kind of be like an interactive Zoom. I have like an activity that I want us to do. And that's kind of what pulled me together to do this Zoom, because I was doing this by myself and I was like, I'm selfish for not sharing this with the whole team. So that's kind of why I want to do this with you guys. So basically, I didn't even finish my little notes here anyway. So kind of what Kate was saying also is like, your team is going to follow you. Like, I know it like might sound weird, but like, your team looks up to you. It's still, I've been this for almost 3 years, you guys, and it still freaks me out that I have people on my team that look up to me, because I'm like, oh, there's so many better people you can look to. Like, I can give you a list of so many other people, you know, because it's just like, like, I don't know if it's like, I don't like that like extra attention. Like, I don't know what it is, but it feels weird that people look up to you. But I can promise you, there's at least every single person on this Zoom looks up to someone, and it could be someone else on the Zoom, or it doesn't matter who it is, but exactly. Can you just put in the chat, your team thinks you're cool, or I almost said the F word, it's fine. Your team thinks you're cool, even if you don't think so, because it's so true. Like, your team literally thinks you're a badass. Like, you're like that leader, and like, it's completely true. So your team follows you. So what I want you to think about is like, what example are you going to set for your team? Because I remember like once I realized that like, holy crap, like I have a team and I wasn't showing up to work my business. What can I expect my team to do? You know, like I can't expect my team to do anything differently. So think about that example that you're setting to your team every single day, and think about that person. Like every single morning when I'm writing out my affirmations and stuff, I have show up as her, because like that her, like that I want to become, doesn't show up the way that I show up every single day, but I am making it my mission every single day to be that person. So I hope that makes sense. And also another thing, kind of what this is kind of like a note to Kate, conference would not be the same without you, dude. Like I literally, you guys know I am not a crier, and I bawled like a baby on Kate's shoulder at conference, and I was like, Kate, I'm sorry. She was like, it's okay. And I was like, it's fine. I hate crying, and it's fine. But yes, because like you guys, conference, that's a whole nother Zoom, but so freaking excited for that. But going off of this, so I wrote a bunch of notes for this Zoom, and I'm just going to kind of read off of these things. I was just trying to think, for any of us on this, or for any of you guys on the Zoom that have been in the business for over 90 days, I want you guys to put in the chat what working for an intentional 90 days did for your business. Like I know you guys will know what I mean, but what did that look like for you? Because in 2018, every 90 days, I went from ruby to double diamond. Every 90 days, you guys. That is what that is what working intentionally for 90 days is going to do for your businesses. And that's exactly what we want for all of you guys. I know, at least for some of the girls on my team, like I could just literally go on and on, but 90 days can make such a difference in your business. And like I said, like I know I'm literally going to repeat myself, but it's literally like, it's just crazy. What did she say? Barely a $400 to diamond, you guys. 90 days. That's like a what? $100 paycheck to over 200 or oh my gosh, $2,000. I cannot speak. Manifesting lots of monies over here. Paid as distributor, promoted to emerald. Like that right there, you guys. Like there are just so many different things that can happen whenever you put your head down and focus for 90 days. And I know I've literally said this 6 times. That is what we want for you. Like, this isn't just for us, this is for you guys. And so we are going to pave this path for you. And that's why I'm so thankful we do have Kate on here, because I know, for example, like me and Katie, we need someone that's been in presidential to kind of show us like, okay, this is what it took to get there. And then Kate needs someone that's going to look up to go ambassador. And thankfully we have Shay. And then once she's at that spot, we'll move to her. And it literally is just this like whole spiraling effect. Look up to someone in this business that is at the rank you want to be at, and just say like, okay, like what is she doing every single day? Like, what can I do to be where she's at? And I do that to this day. I will go to other leaders like Morgan Martin and Courtney Williams and a bunch of, I could literally just name off a bunch of names, but so many other people that are at where I want to be. And I'm asking them, what do you do? And I'm going to do that every single day. So going off of this, copy the best, copy the right cat, all of the things. So I want you guys to think about something that you've accomplished in your life. This can be like business, personal, going to the bathroom, like literally anything. Just think of something that you accomplished in your life. And I can almost guarantee you that you were uncomfortable achieving that. Because like any goal is like any big success is going to come when you're not comfortable. And being out of that comfort zone, it's hard. That's why it's out of your comfort zone. But anything good that's going to happen, whether it's in this business or in your personal life, comes from outside of that comfort zone. And once you're just kind of like stepping out of that a little bit. So another thing is, if I'm looking down and reading notes, I just wanted to let you guys know, because I have a lot I wanted to say and I don't want to like mess any words up. But I was reading out of a book. I don't have it in here, but Katie can vouch for me. Katie recommended this book to me, and Katie, this book changed my life. It's called Unfuck Yourself. And you guys, it's a good book. The C is a little asterisk thing, so it doesn't actually say that, but that's the name of the book. This book is so good. But it was talking in there, and it goes, whatever. It goes, you have to be relentless, the momentum to keep moving and moving forward no matter what happens. It doesn't matter how you're feeling. It doesn't matter if you're gripped with doubt or worry. True relentlessness comes when the only thing you have left is to be relentless. When it seems like all is lost in hope and evidence for success, relentlessness is the fuel that drives you through. And that like literally slapped me in the face, which is like, I started typing in my notes as I was reading this book, and I was like, oh my God, this is the team Zoom. So I was like so excited, but it's just like being relentless, you guys. And even if you were on Jade's Zoom the other day about pushing, like the 90-day push or whatever, she was like, I am committed. Like, say that to yourself every single day. That's another affirmation I wrote to myself. And then another one was, I am fireproof. Like, things are going to happen, but each and every single one of you, the other 41 people on the Zoom, all of y'all are fireproof, all of y'all are committed, and every single one of you guys can achieve this. And again, that's what we all want for you guys. So going off of the relentlessness is, it's only true if you agree to it. The Wright brothers did not expect the thought that flight was impossible, even though there was no historical evidence to prove that human flight was possible. They were determined to make it happen. They were relentless in the pursuit. Anything that you achieve, I know for a fact that at least me, Danny, Kate, and Katie, we all did not think the current rank that we were at was possible. I didn't think Ruby was possible. And now I am 2 ranks to the top of the company. You know, I can guarantee you Kate didn't think presidential was possible, or even maybe freaking diamond, you know? And it's crazy because we thought that these goals were impossible, but look at what we've achieved. And that was because we were relentless in that pursuit to making that goal happen. And that like literally was the biggest thing for me. And going off of that was, you have 2 choices. You can settle for the notion that you don't know what you're doing and you lack the resources and you don't have what it takes, or that your life needs to be 100% great before you can do these things, or you can quit that and disagree to it and achieve what you want to achieve. I can sit here all day long and say, well, I have too much going on. I suffer with anxiety and depression. I overthink everything. I do this and I do this and I do this. And I can keep those things from holding me back to go presidential, or I can disagree to those and say like, you know what? No. Like, even though these are things that I go through, and like I have a boyfriend and I have a cat, and I know some of you guys are moms of like human babies. Like, you guys can let that hold you back, or you can say no and you can literally move past it. And that's the biggest thing. Katie's laughing at me because I say human babies, because the concept of humans freaks me out. So it's fine. But you know, like babies, like you guys have those. So yeah. And the next thing is, you can, exactly like what he said, you can refuse to accept it and reach for greatness. You can say, I'm trying to read. You can say, no, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove it. And an opinion only becomes true when you accept it and stop acting on your potential. And so, like, I could literally go off on like so many different things. I have ADD, I have ADHD, I'm dyslexic. I could literally go and tell you guys so many excuses as to why something like this won't work for me. But what's that going to get me? That's literally going to get me nowhere. I could say that I love playing video games. Okay. Like, am I going to let that hold me back from promoting or reaching the things that I want to reach? Like, no. Like, it literally can be anything. Like, I'm just using like my personal examples, but you guys know what I mean. So the next thing he said was, the key to becoming relentless is to focus on the problem in front of you. Give it your full attention, and you can move on to your next obstacle. Then give that obstacle your full attention until it's taken care of. We're not asking you guys to skip 1,000 steps ahead. If you're brand new and you're shooting for your shopping spree, get that shopping spree, girlfriend. Like, focus on that shopping spree and get your shopping spree. If you have just gotten your shopping spree, like I know for some of my girls, they're pushing to being charted for Ruby right now. Focus on that and get that done. And then I can promise you we're coming in for the next step, you know? So it's like, whatever goal you have in front of you, if you need to be charted for triple diamond, chart for triple diamond, build that diamond, build that double and that other diamond, and focus on that. Don't focus about how you're going to make it happen. That doesn't matter. How it's going to happen literally does not matter, but focus on that next goal in front of you, and that is how it's going to come together. So what does your business look like when momentum is at the highest and when your business is 100% thriving? Not retired on the beach, but grinding with hard work with your team. And I want you guys to write that out, like physically on a piece of paper. Write out what does your business, or what your business looks like looks like when momentum is at its highest. Cannot talk. So I'm going to find some music real quick and play it for us. And I'm just going to give you guys like a couple seconds. I don't think it's going to be long, but I just want you guys to write that out real quick. Maybe if the music will play. So sorry about that, you guys. Write it in the comments. That one threw me through a loop. Kate said, I'm like, no, you can write it in the comments. And I was like, wait, I know what she means now. So yes, I want you guys to write that down. If you missed it, it's what does your business look like when momentum is at its highest? So just write that down. Keep thinking about it as we go along this. And this is also from a podcast with Pam. It is from the Pam Souter podcast with Denise Walsh. I always say like Walsh because I have a list, but it's fine. So Denise Walsh, such a great podcast. Definitely listen to it. And the next thing that Denise had said on that was, this business is supposed to be fun. This business is not supposed to be pulling your hair out, not sleeping at night because you're so stressed, like achieving whatever. So what do you have to do to make this business fun? Every single one of us have a different definition for what that is. Like, I know Kate is like people person. That's not me. I'm not that person. So like what is fun for me working my business may not be what's fun for her or for Katie or for Danny or for any other person on this. So to you, what does making this business fun need to look like? And if you need help with that, you can come to myself, you can come to one of your other leaders, and we will be here to help you with that. Because I know that like starting this, I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, and like let alone making it fun. Okay, no thank you. Because I was like, I don't even know what to do. So don't let that hold you back. Come to one of us, we will help you. But like I said, this is supposed to be fun. This is not supposed to be another thing of stress added to your plate. That is not at all what this is supposed to be. So going along with that was, this is another thing that Denise was saying, was you want to make sure that you're keeping all aspects of your life healthy, going on date nights with your spouse, not eating at your desk or eating whatever, or picking up your kids from school if that's what you need to do. Like, section out your day to where you are literally not like this all day long, or you're not on your computer. Yes, there are days when I literally have my phone, my computer, my iPad, and my laptop all around here, and I literally have like 8 hands typing on everything. So like, what do you have, like I said, what do you have to do to make it fun? If you need to step away for a second, that is okay. I literally just came back from my Sabbath a couple hours ago. I literally take 24 hours away from my phone. I literally put it in my bedroom, in my nightstand, and I do not touch it for 24 hours to literally give myself a break, like a rest, and just like, okay. And then I actually came back 30 minutes early because I was actually so excited to get back to work. And that's what it's supposed to be like. Like, I was excited to come back and text my new distributors and see what had happened whenever I was gone, because that's what this business is about. Okay, so the next thing is, future you is not going to regret a lack of achievement or the absence of any one thing in your life. The only thing you are going to regret is not trying. I can't read my own handwriting. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so what do you want to achieve? Like, what do you want to reach within the next 90 days? You just heard so many people that were paid as distributor to promoting to Emerald, or promoting to Diamond, or Diamond's promoting to Triple. Like, whatever that goal is for you, what do you want? Like, write it down. Like, write what you want and how, or what you want to achieve. I can't even talk. So the next thing that this book said was to map out that next step of your goal or whatever it is, and to hold yourself accountable to take those steps. So this is the last thing that I wanted to do with you guys. I'm going to share my iPad screen, and we are going to fill out something called a SMART goals sheet. And you can probably find this on Pinterest. I made my own because I wanted it to be cute, but it's basically just filling out a SMART goal, which a SMART goal, each letter in SMART stands for something different. So it's filling it out like to fit along with this. And if you are on my team, I want you guys to send a picture of this whenever you're done to the July push chat. And if Kate wants to do something different for everyone else, you guys can send it to Kate or whatever you guys want to do. But if you are on my team, I want you to send a picture of this in the July push chat. I'm going to write mine out and then write it out again because I want to fill it out with you guys, but I obviously can if it's on my iPad. So this is what it looks like. We're coming slowly but surely. Okay, this is the sheet. So on the little box that's right here, that's where you're going to fill out like the specific, and then measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. So I just want you to fill out, there's little questions here in the middle. If you just want to fill out one question at a time, like what do I have to accomplish? Go ahead and write that answer. And then you can go back and just do at least one from each box, literally whatever you need to do. But that is what I want you guys to do. Also, take a picture of this just so you guys can have it. And if I need to send it in the chats or anything, I definitely can. I can see some of you guys with phones. So just want to make sure you guys can see this. Okay. So that is essentially kind of the end of everything. I just really want us to focus on these next 90 days together. There is about to be a lot happening, and I can guarantee you that every single one of you guys you control what you're going to be a part of. I'm not trying to be like this, but there are going to be some of you guys that don't do anything for the next 90 days and stay exactly where you are. But that decision is up to you. That's not my decision. That's not Kate's decision or Crystal's or anyone else's decision. That relies on you. So what do you want to achieve? Like, what are you willing to not really sacrifice, but what are you willing to put in for the next 90 days to make this vision worth it? I know for myself, I have huge goals for myself and my team. And I asked the other day in one of my chats, what your guys' goals were. And a couple of them had the same goal as me. And I was like, I guess I gotta dream bigger. I was like, holy crap. And it was crazy because I was like, this is insane. So just like Kate said, we are all in this together, you guys. Every single one of us has a huge role to play in this. And what you can achieve by the end of this, like I just said, is 100% up to you. But you can have as much out of this as you want. And for myself, if you guys were on the Zoom from on Sunday, where Shay had a couple of us leaders talk about what 90 days did for our businesses, within 180 days, so 2 90-day pushes essentially, I went from receiving an $800 paycheck to receiving over a $12,000 paycheck in 90 days. And one of the $10,000 paychecks I got was as a double diamond, which averages $5,000 a month. But that is what hard work can get to you. And that's just not because of me or because I'm special, because I can promise you guys I'm not. It's because I put in that work every single day. I knew what I had to achieve and what I wanted and what I was going to do. And I did that every single day to get me to that goal. So that's what I want to leave you guys with. Kate, if you have anything else you want to can't speak, anything else you want to say, you totally can. But for everyone that is on my team or even for Kate's team, this recording is going to be shared and I will text it to you guys. Everything, check your text. Okay. So, oh yeah, thank you for saying that. I was like, wait, I'm nervous. Okay. So another thing that
Sorry, I was really excited about it, so I didn't want you to miss it. Like, I'm pumped.
No, you're good. I literally didn't even have it written down. That was something I decided to do after the fact. So another thing that we're going to be doing is, I know how easy it is to get astray, is that the right word? Like to get knocked off of your goals or to get knocked off of that track whenever you're trying to reach your goals. So again, this is something I was going to do for myself, and I was like, why am I going to do that? I'm going to share it with the team. So on every Friday, because that's what the first lands on. Is it a Friday? I hope so. I don't know. I don't even know what day it is. Okay, it's a Saturday, but I have it on Fridays, so it's fine. So basically every Friday, and I'm also going to be sharing this with Kate, but in my chat, like what we're going to do is a self-evaluation sheet. And it's essentially just asking you, like, what did you do every day out of the week? And I can share it with you guys now if you want me to, but it's basically like, okay, how many days out of 7 did I complete this task? And it's a post daily, 10 plus host to post per day, messaging per day, following, friending, and personal development, everything per day. So you're going to fill it out and you're going to say, I did 5 of 7 days, or I did all 7 of 7. And you're just going to send it back in the chat. And it also has a couple questions like, what can I do differently next week? What am I currently struggling with? What am I currently succeeding at? And how can I challenge myself this week? So, because like Kate said, we're all in this together, you guys. This is not just me, or not just Taylor, or not just Bailey or Danny. This is all of us. So I really want us to be able to come together and just kind of grow together also, and just kind of say, like, you know what, guys, I'm struggling with messaging. Can I get any tips? Or whatever that is for you, for posting. Like, I know for me, you guys, I hate messaging, okay? I literally hate it. I don't know why. I cannot stand doing it, but I do it every single day because I have to. So that's why I just wanted to do this. I think it's going to be really, really fun just to kind of see. And let's just say, like I said, for me, I struggle with messaging every day. So if someone else also does that, maybe you guys can become accountability partners and hold each other accountable to posting every day or to message, whatever that needs to be for you guys. So like I said, this is going to be shared every Friday, which is going to be the 7th. And then the weeks after that, I'm not even about to try and figure out what days those are. Another thing, you guys, I'm getting all types of sweaty over here. It's fine. So another thing that we're going to be doing is continuing with the checklist in the chat. I went ahead and made all 31 for August, and I'm just going to be sending those in my chat and then to Kate every morning. She has them all. So you guys will be actually given a checklist every single day. I know we did this in my chat and everyone seemed to like it. So I was just excited to be able to do it again. So that is kind of the plan over the next 90 days. I know I have coaching calls set up with different people. I'm sure your leaders are going to be doing the same as well. Yeah, Kate, did you text me anything else? I need to see. Okay, no, that was it. I just want to make sure I didn't forget anything else. But yeah, so if you guys don't have any other questions, that's going to kind of be the whole little rundown. I know I literally just talked for like 30 minutes straight, but I had a lot to say. So like I said, if you're on my team, please send your SMART goals sheet into that chat. That is how we are going to start off the August chat and just make sure that everyone in there wants to participate in this 90-day push with us. But yeah, I am super, super excited for all of this. I'm excited for each and every single one of you guys because like I said, I know a lot is about to happen and there's going to be a lot of good, probably a little bit of bad, but everything's going to be so much worth it in the end. So I love you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead